tambourine is an ancient instrument which appears in many cultural traditions going back thousands of years. The tambourine concept in band and orchestra music comes mostly from Spanish music from the 1800s, but the global variations in design and playing technique are nearly unlimited. The modern concert tambourine is typically 10 inches in diameter with rows of zils, which is the Turkish term for cymbals. The goal is to play the head or frame so that the zils ring. This is similar to how we play the top head of a snare drum to make the snares respond on the bottom head. Most modern tambourines have a gap in the zils, usually with some kind of grip or a hole for mounting on a suspended cymbal stand or something. This is where we're going to grab with our non-dominant hand. Your fingers may end up on the frame or they may end up on the head. It kind of depends, but your thumb is going to end up on top here. We're going to tilt the tambourine when we're playing to 45 degrees to the inside so that the zils are resting at the gap between the frame that they're resting on and the pin that they're attached to. This is what allows them to rest in their cleanest position. To simplify down the whole world of musical possibilities on the tambourine, we break it down to a simple grid of 4 ideas. We can go soft and loud, and we can go fast and slow. The most basic and most common thing we do on tambourine is we play loud and slow. Hold the tambourine 45-degree angles and gather your fingers together into a sort of uniform playing surface. Then put it straight across on the tambourine from where your hand is holding, right over the frame. You can tap here, and you can go up and down a little bit to hear sort of a limited range of dynamics. When you're playing like this, the zils are bouncing up and down between both sides of the tambourine, which is why it's so loud. Every time you hit it, you're getting sort of an up sound and a down sound. In tambourine playing, we often talk about the axis in the tambourine. What is it actually moving around? So in the case of this kind of technique, the axis is actually here at the wrist. As we play, the joint at the wrist is being flexed on, and the tambourine is almost drawing a circle in the air with its outside rim. If you need to change dynamics without changing the way that you're playing, you can always do this by moving closer to whatever the axis of motion in the tambourine is. So in this case, we can come around the edge of the tambourine towards the hand, and it gets softer and softer. With this technique alone, you can play and teach an enormous amount of standard tambourine music, and you don't have any need for additional techniques. This will also give you a significant amount of control over your dynamics with relative ease, just adjusting from your loudest stuff being out here, playing up and down a little bit, to your softest stuff coming back closer, close to that axis, where the motion on the tambourine doesn't activate the zils as much. The other techniques we need to learn then are solutions for specific musical situations.